we go. So let's see if we are live. Yeah, okay, so everything's working. Just gotta post the streaming link. So I did ask everyone in the raid if they're okay with me streaming, but none of their voices should be heard. So the only possibility for voices to be heard is if the sound from the headset goes to the microphone. But you know, that's gonna take a bit. Can take a bit of sound to achieve that. You're good, nice. That's good to hear, Big Money Jens. Yeah, because I did test the new. Basically, the OBS version I had was 21, and I downloaded 29 today because it wouldn't update automatically. Some problem with version 21. So I tested the new version and the new. So the thing is, now I'm only using application audio. I'm not using desktop audio. So I'm only picking up sound from the game and from the microphone. But I do hear Discord. So the only possibility that people can hear anything from the Discord is if sound from my headset gets picked up by the microphone, which does require quite a loud volume. Hey, no rap. Thanks. So sometimes I have to stop speaking mid-sentence, but that's only because I can't hear myself. Because someone's talking on Discord, but you guys can't hear it. So. Yeah. But yeah, I'll repeat. The new version of Discord has application audio source. So you can remove desktop audio and you can just have audio from each application. And it used to be a plugin, but it was luckily incorporated into OBS as a standard feature. So that's good. No more headaches in terms of, sounds on Discord getting picked up. And I've been waiting pretty much years for that feature. And I was going to go here on my warrior, but Santa Claus steps up like usual. Just started Warrior level 20 currently. Love it. That's good to hear. Hey Steiny. I'm actually on Discord now, Steiny, but I downloaded a new OBS version so people can't hear desktop audio. So it's pretty handy if people don't want their voices heard on Discord, on Twitch. I had version 21, but I downloaded version 29 today, so I haven't updated OBS in years, pretty much. And new OBS looks pretty crisp. Yeah, the whole thing about, you know, choosing which applications you got sound from on OBS, that was like long overdue, because that's something I wanted several years ago, but you pretty much had to install or download a plugin or something for that. But now it's so much better. Right, Holy Nova, let's go. Popping all the trinkets. Oh, 8 people watching. That's a lot. I usually have 7 max. Last time I streamed the Dystopia scene was like 2015. I streamed a lot in Legion. That was hella fun. Putting your name on DPS board. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Holy Nova is if you're healing is, I mean, if you're only going over heal, why not just, you know, spice it up a bit? Just dispel and such. You don't need a whole lot of mana for that. And it's better than just standing around with full mana, you know, pretty much wasting potential. But it's not a big deal. Sorry, just let's see. Crossing 99 on DPS meters as a healer, yeah. To be fair, Holy Nova actually does do quite a bit of damage. WoW Classic equals dad gaming, pretty much. Is there anything you want from Soul Grub? The enchants, I assume. By the way, the enchants, is that why you want... oh, what are they called? What are they called? Is it the... No, it's not that one. Primal Hakari Idol. Is that what you need for enchants? I did reserve the 18 slot bag though, which, to be fair, gives me 4 more inventory slots, so I'm not going to complain about that. So I might not get enchants this round, but if... okay. If the 18 slot bag drops, I'll probably get it, because as I could see, I was the only one who had it reserved, so... There's a lot about some grub I don't really know how it works. By the way, heal rank 4, it's underrated. I try to use flash heal really as little as possible, because it just burns away at your mana. I mean, if you need to heal up people quickly, then obviously, but yeah. I do have to be honest, so far I've really preferred healing in dungeons as compared to raids, because when you're healing in dungeon, you're the only healer. But, I mean, healing in raids can be pretty fun as well. It just depends on how well geared the other guys are. If they're too well geared, then it gets a bit too easy. Having a real good time. But I mean, raiding in general, it's always fun. It's just not as fun as healing in a dungeon. Having a real good time leveling up my warrior. Geez, how it's classic. Yeah, I've been playing here for a year. Started playing here a year ago after I found out that, yeah, we weren't getting TBC era servers. And I was like, well, shit. So I pretty much gave up on that version of Classic. Didn't want to play Wrath of Lich King. So I went back to Era, vanilla, like a year ago. Joined Social Guild, stayed there for a few hours or a day or something, and then left the guild. And then I made Weird Travelers, the guild I'm in right now. But it was just the toxicity of meta. Yeah, I do mostly agree with you there that, I mean, the main problem is the toxicity. I mean, Wrath of Lich King, it's not bad, but it's just not my cup of tea, and especially not with all the meta things. Is it meta or meta? I don't know. Meta, beta, who knows. But got some bats. Like in our raids we bring like Retribution Paladins, and we even had a Boomkin in Molten Core the other day. That was pretty interesting to watch. And it wasn't that bad. DPS was alright. The bosses died pretty quickly, and one of the main problems of Boomkins seemed to be that they run out of mana pretty quickly, but if the boss fights last like a minute, then are you really gonna run out of mana? I mean, it can happen obviously, but you know, it's the thing you gotta remember with hybrid classes is that you can always just you're pretty much master of jack of all trades. So even if you're spec something like balance or boomkin, you can always heal if you need to heal, or tank a little bit if you need to tank. So, and that's something people quickly forget, that you can do things even if you're not spec for it. It just means that you won't be as good at it as someone else with the same gear as you at doing that. So yeah, it's okay. For some reason I can't. Oh, it was something about the dialogue. There we go. Oh, need some water. Cheers. To be honest, I don't miss TBC as much either as I miss Classic Journey. I think I can actually agree with you on that one. Classic Journey is something special. Oh, snap. Stand and fight! Yeah, same here with the Scarlet Monastery thingy. You don't get that feeling in TBC. Yeah, another thing with TBC is that, at least in later patches, Sunwell or something like that, they made a lot of the elite mobs non-elite. So like the Stonewatch Keep in Red Ridge, that's like such a special moment. I mean, one of the things I really hated back in the day that they changed was that thing, where they made a lot of the elite mobs non-elite. But that was actually right before Wrath of Lich King came out, I'm pretty sure. Because I do remember that most of Burning Crusade, the mobs that were like in Stonewatch Keep and stuff, they were elites. But it's the latest patch in every expansion you get, so. Pre-patch, yeah. And I was like, just what the hell are you doing? Like, why would you remove such an awesome aspect with the game that you have group content outside of dungeons and raids? And it's like, yeah, it's a bit weird when developers talk about, you know, so you guys remember that thing back in the day that was really tiresome? Yeah, you don't want that, do you? And it's like, don't tell your customers what to do, you asshole. it's it's like rule number one: don't tell your customers what they want. It's bloody hell. So we pulled the boss by mistake. Yeah, things happen. Okay, so buffs. I tried Burning Crusade and it was weird, like, here is the orange area, here's purple, here's green. World design made by a 6-year-old. Yeah, you're thinking of Outland. Or, yeah. So purple is Netherstorm, orange is Blade's Edge and Hellfire, and green is Nagrand and Talador, or not Talador, but Terracar Forest. Yeah. I do agree with you there. Like, if I could only have one version of WoW, I'd probably pick Burning Crusade. Yeah, I'd probably pick Burning Crusade, but if I couldn't have Burning Crusade, I'd pick Classic Era, obviously. If I could only have one of them. But people have different, pretty varying preferences there. And I do understand people who prefer Classic Era over Burning Crusade and Wrath of the Lich King. There are good arguments for why those games are better.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Just threw one Shadowbird Pain on the boss. If I could pick a Classic Era or even a Classic Plus with Wrath of the Lich King class tunings, that's where we disagree. I think the class tuning was... I prefer the class tuning in Burning Crusade, but, you know, it might just be preference. Let's see.
Dispel boss.
But it is Paladin's auto attack Andes. Nah, but the thing is, like, Crusader Strike and addition of Crusader Strike made it, in my opinion, perfect. Because there's a lot of other things you need to do as Paladin other than do DPS. So cleanse, I mean, basically one of the raid groups we had in Burning Crusade, they were doing Hexlord Malacross, and they kept wiping, and they didn't understand why they wiped. And I just asked them, like, okay, so you're dying from poison. Do you got a Paladin? Yeah, we got a Ret Paladin. Does he use Cleanse? Nah. I was like, he needs to use Cleanse, then you'll kill the boss. And they killed the boss. And so, you know, I obviously, like, Classic Era, Retribution Paladins are a bit ridiculous, but I kind of feel the same way in Wrath of Lich King. But in my opinion, Crusader Strike made Ret Paladins perfect, pretty much. But that's just my opinion. Let's see. Let's see. Switching between Pala and Warrior, I can tell you I miss Cleanse on Warrior. Oh yeah. Like, Disease reduces your attack speed by 33%, and it's like, come on. Don't agree, but I've been a Pala main since Wrath of the Lich King till I quit. Yeah, I will agree to disagree. And I do understand that, I mean, as far as I can tell, you played the crap out of Paladin, especially in Wrath of the Lich King, so I do get your point there. I do understand. I do see where you're coming from, I should say. So here they take damage so fast, got a flash of light. Oh, I got a coin. 2 bosses down. Is it 6 to go? 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 or 7, I think. Possibly 8. Also, giving Boom some more mana sustain wouldn't hurt. Yeah. Yeah, there's a discussion on Discord about Azurgos. I'm just holding over time. So, there we go. I'm out of mana. Mooncloth West could be learned by. Yeah, let's just knead on everything. Seems like that's what most people do. Funny enough, it seems Bliss is giving out a new spec for the Evoker class, which is a support class. Basically a power infusion for the whole raid on retail. Yeah, I'm not touching retail with the barge pole ever again. I haven't played it in like 2 years actually since I played retail, so... People have been complaining for years to get rid of power infusion. Caster's max range. Sure. Gonna be nice when you reach level 60, Steiny, then you can join the raids. Yeah, looking forward to it. I'll just heal here. No Holy Nova. Oh my god! Got a Holy Nova.
Dispel ghost.
Nothing to dispel. I do have a mana potion, but I'll just be conservative instead. Plus, no, I don't have inner focus. Oh crap. Oh, wisdom. It's some mana. Yeah, thing is, really, when you're playing a healer, you should just really stay calm and not burn your mana, because every other healer is going to burn their mana. So when they're all out of mana, who's going to heal? That's right, you. You're going to heal. So you need to save a little bit of it, but I always break that rule, so I just always spam the crap out of Holy Nova. Primal Hakari, don't need that when I got the tier 2 belts. Actually got all 4 tier 2 pieces in one Blackwing Lair, and that's pretty insane. Is this some kind of an add-on with extended character stats, I see? Yes, it is. ECS extended character stats. Yeah, that's the name. Because I wanted to know the hit chance and stuff like that. Just gonna. Yeah, wait, we've actually done 3 bosses already. Bloodlord, Mandakir next. Fort, please. Okay. There we go. He'll even get a Divine Spirit and a Shadow Protection. Like, I gotta be honest with you guys, every time I see one of these packs, I so much want to just mind control one of them. It's actually not that tricky to get rid of aggro afterwards. Because the only real danger really is if the target you're mind controlling, if you lose the mind control, because then you get aggro, but a tank can literally just taunt it. So it's not the biggest deal in the world, at least. Famous last words, yeah. This is the best decision you did, Isildur. Warrior stuff allows underwater breathing. Well, to be fair, having underwater breathing it's underrated. I have tried mind control quite a few times before, like in Upper Blackrock Spire and stuff. And it's pretty useful because you can use it to just get rid of one mob actually. And then what you can do afterwards, when that mob you mind control dies, is to mind control a new one. So it's, you know, gotta think creatively. It is totally viable to use mind control in a few situations, especially if there's a caster mob or something that can deal a lot of damage or something, then it's... I mean, you don't want to use mind control all the time, but sometimes it actually is more useful to mind control than to use your priest spells. What is cooldown on it? There is no cooldown as far as I know. Let me check. Yeah, there's no cooldown. Lasts up to 1 minute. Just give me a sec. Let's see. Yeah, there's actually no cooldown on mind control, so you can use it as much as you want. Mind control has just gotten a bad rep because, you know, min-maxers, but where's the fun in min-maxing? Gotta have a little danger in your life. As George Carlin said, take a fucking chance. Oh shit, they're doing Mara, maybe I should go. Yeah, I won't be mad if you do Marathon. Just there's some good loot there, so you should consider it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, they need rage, so I'm just gonna stay back. Maybe just warn him once. Oh. Greater heal, come on. There we go. I've done my share of the healing. I need to get some mana now. Oh, snap. And I gotta heal again, because I see the need. He deals some scare, yeah. Just gotta use those greater heals. Oh, he got a mortal strike or something. Because he only received a little bit of healing there. How much rep do you need for the enchants with the idols, by the way? Yeah, those are pretty cool. Ah, it's reserved. No rep, I think you just need the adults and the correct doll or something. I've only done some grub once before, and that was on my rogue back in the day, right before Burning Crusade came out. Tried to do Molten Core on it as well, but we couldn't even kill the first giants, so... No rep, Keepo, yeah. I hope we just skip Wushulei and all those guys, Grilek. I mean, if someone really need them, there's class-specific dolls around in Salt Grove. Yeah, I know people sometimes find the dolls, but, you know, it's just like how, why, what, where, when. It's like everything just happens, it seems. Oh, they're gonna pull. Oh. Yeah. But like, where do you find idols? Do they drop from mobs, or do you have to loot them from a chest or something? Or do they drop from bosses? Ah, okay. Oh, I got a blood vine. Here you can see how much gold I got. Gold I got on all the characters. Like total 728. And here you can see what level my different characters are, how much rest they have, etc. Yeah. Or sugar daddy or glucose father. Or I guess sucrose maybe. I don't know. Or lactose. It's just... It's like, when you think about it, why is it called sugar daddy? Like, oh, never mind actually. Yeah, that was what I was thinking, something like that. Oh. Winterfall Firewater. fresh meat. Hey Diana. Apparently sugar is old-timey name for money. Only thing I know about like old money and spices is that I don't know if it's true, but like I heard a story about how a salary is called a salary because the Roman soldiers or someone were paid in salt or something. But I don't know if it's true, but that's what I've heard. So. Yeah, the sound is working. It's only the microphone and the game sound is recorded, but not Discord sound. So I can hear the people talking on Discord, but you guys can't. Roman legions, I heard that too. Yeah, same thing here. But there's probably gonna be some historian out there who's like, actually, they weren't paid in salt. They were paid in some different compound, or it's like, Jesus. Then I need bigger bags, my inventory is full. Yeah, I'll make some runecloth bags for you. And you can put the silk bags in the bank. But I'll have to do it after this raid, so. They were paid with epic drops from enemies. True. That's one way to put it. It's interesting, the whole thing with I'll just send me a message on Discord so I won't forget it. But the bag thing. But yeah, I just remembered like the Punic War between Rome and Carthage it's pretty interesting actually, and like there's these things from history, these people from history that you can't really place them in a historical context unless you learn a bit about history. And like one of them is, I think it was Archimedes. I think he was a citizen of Carthage, and the last thing he said before the Romans entered his house and killed him was, "Don't step on my circles." So he was like mega obsessed with maths and stuff. It was just, I chuckled a bit when I heard the story. I mean, it must have been pretty tragic. You know, Carthage was decimated pretty badly. But, you know, that story is just... And Hannibal over the mountains and everything, it's like... Hannibal actually did use elephants, but they were a smaller... Oh, Jesus. They were a smaller variety than what you might normally envision when you think of an elephant. The elephants Hannibal used were a bit taller than a horse. I mean, quite a bit taller, but not like massively. If the sources I've looked at are correct, which they might not be, you know. I'll always admit when I'm wrong. Like the Punic Wars, like I didn't know anything about it, but I started watching videos on YouTube about it. Pretty cool. And this is great, like it's mentioned in some quests. Hmm. Would have wanted that mace if I wasn't my warrior, but, you know, alas, they needed a healer. Let's see. Let's see. Imagine stuck tier 3 era players, been in same patch for 3 years now. Yeah, they should go out and touch the grass or something, I don't know. I mean, it's, for me, it's like Nax is just way over there, like several years away. I mean, I've been playing here for 1 year and I've gotten tier 2 already, and it's like, whoa. I was imagining like progressing through Molten Core at this point. Probably the same guys that used to play Phoenix, wow. I'm not familiar with Phoenix WoW. I have heard about it, but I'm not sure what was the deal with it, I guess you could say. Was it just a regular private server, or was it a modded version of the game, or? Just like vanilla server. I mean, I'll say one thing. If each expansion lasted like 5 years, then I would actually be okay with like being forced to move on to Burning Crusade and then Wrath of Lich King. But when each expansion is like 1 year, it's like, come on, bruh. Play the raid up to Blackwing Lair before I quit. I mean, the thing you have to keep in mind is, like, this priest, I've been super lucky with loot. And it's the best geared character I have. And I have Warrior, but that one has only 3 epics, and 2 of those epics are from quests. So if you are in a casual raiding environment, it does take a bit of time to gear up, but that's not really a problem. It just gives the game a longer lifetime. The server is long gone though. Was it shut down by Blizzard? Kill tigers first, mobs must die at the same time. No, shut down by little activity. Ah, okay. I see. I'm really looking forward to Stalker 2 though. I'm gonna play the crap out of that game. It's been over a decade since the last Stalker game. Almost 15 years. It's about time. And the team trained up with some other server. Ah, okay, I see.
5, 4, 3,
I'm probably gonna stream Halo Infinite as well one day. I'm kinda starting to miss it a little bit. Although it's not a game I can play more than once a year. I mean, like, holy crap, Halo Infinite was... I was like, in the beginning it was really fun because everything was new and it was like, oh man, this is so awesome. But then, like, the level design is... They got like 3 biomes pretty much, which repeat all the time, over and over and over again, and it's... If you thought Halo Combat Evolved reusing levels was bad, holy crap, I got news for you. Halo Infinite, 10 times worse if you ask me, but yeah. But Halo Infinite on PC was hype, but just didn't feel it. I fucking miss playing Halo on console. Yeah, me too. It was just the console game. Yeah, and it was a good game. I mean, damn. I actually have been thinking about doing a Halo marathon or something, playing through the 3 first games, Halo Combat Evolved, Halo 2, Halo 3. Like, playing through that trilogy is just... It's so fun. I have no idea how many hours I have on Halo 3 in Reach. Yeah, I got mixed feelings about Reach. But Halo 3, I love Halo 3. Oh, why am I not Hero My Warrior? Crap. Oh. Oh, thank God someone rolled for it. Someone needed it. But online Reach, fucking epic. Yeah, that's the impression I got at least. I did get the impression that Reach online was pretty fun. And I did play it online quite a bit, and it was fun, I'll admit. Kalen. Is Kalen what class? Hunter. Oh, okay. Primal Aegis. Yeah, let's roll. Nah, you know what? It only gives the shoulders, and they're not that good. Do you admin that Gangle add-on yourself? You mean Gargle? Nah, I don't have the Gargle add-on, so I don't really know how it works, but I assume it's for software reserves and all that stuff. Looks messy compared to old soft reserve. Yeah, I didn't really post much in chat. I always posted manually, like role main spec and all that stuff, and then I just gave the loot to people with master loot. The one we used in Team C was pretty clean, to be honest. Wasn't really a whole lot of clutter, but that's probably again because I did a lot of things manually. Like I didn't really post a whole lot of messages with the add-on. The add-on was basically just for keeping track on soft reserves. That was loot reserve add-on was okay. Yeah. One thing that needs to be said. I really miss being a raid leader. I mean, the responsibility, I don't want it. I don't want it. But yeah, being a raid leader, it's a lot of fun. Especially Karazhan Suleiman, I loved leading raids there. Steiny, you remember that when we did Karazhan, Suleiman, stuff like that, we had 3 10-man groups running in parallel. You remember that, don't you? Like with my guild a year ago, something like that. Yeah, that was pretty epic. I mean, it's pretty amazing that we actually managed to do it like that. 3 raids in parallel. It's pretty good. It's pretty interesting as well, because we always try to like balance the raids and have like enough gear, I suppose, and skill and the right classes in every raid, so it was quite a task. But I think Suleiman has to be one of my favorite raids, like next to Karazhan. I really loved Suleiman. Like the bosses, at least Hexlord, was extremely challenging. Unless you had gear coming out of your ass, then I guess maybe not. Went for Kara tier 4 bis to tier 5 quite fast to my Pala. Yeah. By the way, guys, I guess I could mention that the guild I was guildmaster of and the guild I created on Burning Crusade is called Titans of Creation. I actually made that guild as well, and it's still active. I think the guy who's guildmaster now was the one I gave guildmaster back in the day. I don't know how they're doing now because I haven't been there in a year. But they're raiding in Wrath of Lich King as far as I know, so yeah. Yeah, he's still guildmaster, yeah. That was what I suspected. But the amount of work just got ridiculous, so forged with another guild during Ulduar. Yeah. Imagine my shock. They couldn't handle it. Now, honestly, I don't know. I have no idea how it is to raid lead and stuff in Ulduar. I've never done Ulduar, so I'm not one to talk about it, really. They merged, okay. Leveled up a rogue 1 to 80 in Wrath Lich King, sad face. Yeah, I did that as well, Diara. I couldn't get a guild to save my life, like back in the day. Ulduar is fucking easy. Even the hard mode's nothing to talk about. But people is min-maxing the shit out of it. Yeah, I can imagine. But I really like what we've done here in Classic Era. Like, none of the guilds have merged together. Basically what we've done is just make a big alliance, so we got like 5 kings, 5 guilds, and everyone's just cooperating together really well. I don't know if that system would have worked in Wrath of Lich King. Maybe not. Maybe there would have been just too much drama over loot and something. There's always some stupid shit happening. I guess Yogg Zero and Algalon is still a challenge. Yeah, that's. I've heard those bosses are pretty difficult. No loot bonus. By the way, Steiny, I suppose I should mention in our guild. Nothing useful. In our guild, we have, or the raiding, the raids we do in the alliance, we have a +1 system for every raid. So whenever you win like an epic item, and I think this goes for every raid. I might be wrong, but I think so. Whenever you win an epic item or even like those items, like boss items, boss gear, you know, people will get something called +1, like, which basically says that okay, they've won an item. If they and one other person rolls on the next item, then that other person gets prioritized. So like for every item you win, your priority for getting a new item goes down, and that kind of resets after every raid. And it's a good system because it does kind of even out the loot. So if you have crap luck like me, then it's a good. Nah, it's like, let's say let's say me and Andor, neither of us. I just gotta mute Discord so I can hear myself talk. So let's say me and Andor both need an item. We both roll on it, and then I get it. Now I have +1. So if there's a new item that drops and we both roll on it, then he gets it. Soft reserves kind of complicate the thing, but you know, we do have a pretty decent system. And then if he wins, he gets +1. So we both have +1, and then we're kind of treated equally on the next item we both roll. And so if I win the next one after that, so if I win the next one when we both have +1, I get +2. And he has +1, so he has priority on the next item. If I win a thing from Orphan Core, we go back. No, that doesn't count. The +1, like I said, it's only contained within the raid, so it resets. So it only counts for every raid, for every week. So when you go do Blackwing Lair, the pluses only count for that Blackwing Lair raid. So the next week, it's all gone. And yeah, it doesn't count for any other raid. So it's a really good system. It's a pretty good bad luck protection. I mean, I've gotten so much loot because of it, which I wouldn't have gotten otherwise, because I would just have lost the rolls. Everyone gets something eventually. Yeah, that's pretty much. I mean, if we didn't have the +1 system, I would have gotten way less loot than I already had. So there's that. Oh, I thought I had disconnected, but Mythic Dane was probably the one who did. Yeah. Oh. He barely gets any healing. Let's just hold him over the crap out of it, because we can't really do much else. And you know, no matter what loot system you have, someone's gonna complain. That's just the nature of things. Although when we do recruit people to our guilds, at least when I recruit people to my guild, I kind of try to make them realize that, you know, raiding is just one of the many things we do. So and it's really casual, so don't, like, if you're expecting to get full max gear within a month, don't join our guild. It's, I mean, if that's what you want, then our guild is not for you. But if you want to have a good time and do some raids and get some gear and level up a bit, just have a good experience, then, you know, I expect to be sugar-coated. Someone's gonna pour some sugar on you. The other healers are pretty busy healing, so I'll just DPS instead. Mighty Helmet of the Monkey. Yellowhead Kari Bijou. Witherbark Coin. I have 0 mana, so you guys enjoy. One thing that needs to be mentioned is if you have the there's a frost spec talent which makes it so that every time you deal frost damage, I think it is that it works that every time you deal frost damage, you have a 15% chance to freeze the target. And a lot of people shy away from that target when they're AoEing because, you know, there are good reasons for shying away from it. But if you do have that talent, what you can do is to use a rank 1 Blizzard and then just pretty reliably freeze a lot of the mobs in that group. So like when they pull the mobs now, if you have that talent, you can actually just use a rank 1 Blizzard even and freeze them. Level 15 now, just make space for an epic up-and-coming warrior for the next raid. Yeah, it's starting to sound pretty good. One good thing about doing raids and dungeons and such is you do actually get quite a bit of gold if you do it many enough times. If you do it enough times, that's the way to say it. Damn it, English language, not easy. I have almost 4 gold. I'm rich, bitch. To be honest, at level 15, that's not bad for gold. Sat is such a good healer, you can come as level 15 to raid and he will still save your ass. Yeah. Save me during Hugger today. Yeah. By the way, I'm doing Onyxia after Hakar, so the stream isn't over after Hakar even. And you guessed it, I reserved Halo of Transcendence. It's not a huge upgrade from the one I have, but it's a decent upgrade, and it's a set piece. Hugger killed more players than Onyxia, I bet. Yeah, I think I kind of pissed off some hardcore players because I killed Hugger like 4 times. So this guy is scary. Yeah, Hugger is pretty menacing.
2, 1.
What is going on? Hugger is the true end boss of WoW. Yeah. Based and real. And true. Gotta kill the totem. Wasn't there a speedrun category for WoW to kill Hugger? I don't know. But Hugger is behind Jailer of Shadowlands. Yeah, it's like my master has a master, and that master has another master, and his master has yet another master. And my plan is really convoluted. No one really knows, not even the devs. It's like, come on, guys, you can write better than this. Good morning, ST Vietnam. Fortunate sun intensifies. Nice caster DPS stuff, but too bad I'm not the DPS caster. But Anathema is better for me, most definitely. Just listen to Jailer's last words. A cosmos divided will not survive what's to come, and that's Hogger. to be fair, though, they have been talking a bit about the Void Lords, and you know, it was teased a bit in Legion as well. But they didn't really use it, and now you have Dragonflight, and it's like, okay, so when are you gonna include the Void Lords into the whole shtick? Competition for DPS gear has always been a lot harder. Yeah, being healer or tank seems to be pretty low, pretty far down on the wish list, I guess you could say, of people. Like, most people seem to enjoy playing DPS, and I can understand why, but you know, for this raid, for example, I was asked to go on my healer instead of my warrior, which isn't a big deal because I actually do have to do this raid on my priest as well. However, I only really need rep here. I mean, and the idols and the bag, all that stuff is nice. I mean, there's a lot of useful, there's some useful stuff here for me, but not a whole lot. Want to mind control one of those really bad. Feel bad for all the rogues and hunters when a warrior needs some gear. Oh yeah, especially leather. I mean, I've just started doing it now on my warrior because I'm so tired on my warrior of getting leather gear snatched away, so I'm just like needing a leather gear on my own warrior, because I know that pretty much anyone else would have done the exact same thing if they had a chance. And it's kind of, you're kind of destined to do that in vanilla, because you know, the way gear works is, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It's a bit shit, to be honest. Shouldn't really be necessary, in my opinion, to roll on leather gear as a freaking warrior when you have plate, which is like 2 steps above. Oh. Yeah, I'm not doing Holy Nova now. That's... Gonna try and save some of my mana, though. Oh shit! Almost died. I can't stop gaming. Got work at 6 tomorrow as well. Yeah, I got to work early, but not that early. Jesus. I don't have prayer of shadow protection, so I unfortunately have to buff people individually.
Five, four, three, two, one. Run out. Run out. Run out. Run out. Run out.
Oh well, boss is dead. Don't need any of those anyway. Yeah, I'm off to Onyxia then. Let's see, let's get to Theramore. Also, now I'm gonna kinda do a bit meme thing, but I'm gonna get some fire resistance gear just in case.
No one's ever stolen anything out of here. Not in the whole history of the whole history.
That gear has a lot of fire. Fire resistance. Nah, you know what? I have more than enough fire resistance. Don't think I need it. I got that neck and cloak of Onyxia. Or actually, you know what? I actually will bring the ring. But the cast time of flash heal is pretty decent, pretty useful. I think I'll do it like that, yeah. Yeah.
See you around.
This is really a tanking ring, but I mean, this one doesn't really do a whole lot, so. No one else needed this ring as well, so I was just like, oh, well, I'll have it then. There we go. 88 fire resistance, not bad. Come on. Oh, man. You kidding me? Palafire res aura is used. Well, you know, that kind of depends on whether or not I get placed in a group with a paladin. Because, I mean, the aura only counts for the group that the paladin is in. And having a little bit of fire resistance on your own it's not a bad idea. Yeah, I know. But you know, if someone decides to pay a little visit so that you get a higher chance of getting hit by the fireball when you're concentrating on healing, then, you know, having some fire resist is not the worst idea in the world. Also, it's not a whole lot I'm sacrificing. I mean, it is some, like, 100 bonus healing, but, like, what does it really matter? I mean... And this new addition to Discord is just so good. Unless I'm there, chances for me pulling aggro would be too big for the raid to comprehend. Yeah, we're... I mean, to be honest, you're probably... to be fair, you're probably right. Not that the DPS or anything in our raid is bad, but, you know, it's... we like to relax a bit, and if you just power on. Try to do as much DPS as you can, then you might pull some aggro.
The Wildhammer dwarves might have fast steeds, but can those
If you min-max on, open clans to reset your auto attack or whatever the hell. I got big warrior brain, can't even type. I'm really hoping I'll get this one. I mean, I lose 7 bonus healing, but 7 bonus healing, I mean, what the hell? But I gain 4 stamina, 12 intellect, and 8 spirit, and a bunch of resistance, which way far outweighs losing 7 healing. Also, I get the next set bonus. I realize I haven't died yet. I'm almost 16. Am I hardcore? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Oh, I got this from... I'm pretty sure I got this one from Sogrub Rep. Same with this one. Yeah, it's pretty wild. I mean, this one is pretty good as well, but, an upgrade is an upgrade, so... There we go, everyone's here. Good luck, good luck. Hope you roll it. Yeah, thanks. I hope I win it as well. Couldn't see anyone else had soft reserved it, but if we get a few priests into the raid, then you never know. Damn it. Faith. Yeah, that's really good. Someone on Discord just said, I don't think anyone wants to go back to Team C. Yeah, about that. I mean, we're discussing new the WoW Classic news. What's gonna happen, and if it's gonna be like TBC or something. And I don't know, but TBC would be. TBC would be pretty awesome, but I don't think I would go to TBC straight away. I'm so invested in Classic Era. Well, I did play TBC to death when it was out, so yeah, we're never gonna get TBC because most people don't really care a whole lot about it. Sadly, though, that's just the way things are, man. Hmm. I can see that. I can see that point. I think in 5 years or maybe 10 years, then I would be pretty hyped to do Burning Crusade again. Given that it's not only out for like a year and then, well, now it's time for Wrath of the Lich King. And it's like you've only done like half the raids. It's. I didn't even enter Black Temple. And it was like, come on. I had so much fun memories with Kara and Suleiman with my brother and brother-in-law. I just can't recreate that. Yeah, I can see that. Looks like the crocodile decided to burrow underground. Yeah, being on Discord is nice and all, but there are some, I guess you could call them, dominating personalities, voices. So it's pretty hard to get a word in. So I'm just like, yeah. Discord in raids. It's a nice idea, but yeah. Some people like to talk a lot. So. It's just the nature of things. It's neither good nor bad. Back in my days, Ventrilo was the shit. Oh yeah, and you remember Hamachi as well, I guess. Damn, I really missed the days of Ventrilo and Hamachi. Damn. I can't remember, but I just remember that we used it for something, and I think we used Hamachi for either Diablo 2 or Minecraft or something. I'm just gonna be emo and sit up here away from the others. Find a good spot. There we go. Oh! Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna sit down. Yeah, I'm gonna sit here. This is a nice spot. There we go. It was a scuffed way to launch a private server for like 10 people. Yeah. By the way, Steiny, a high school classmate of mine has started playing a bit of World of Warcraft. And he actually started playing on Pyrowood Village, but he started playing Horde a bit. But it did seem like he would kind of want to at least try out the lines eventually, so we might get even one more person on the team. Well, you gotta remember it's normal server this, so oh shit, it's a ready check. We're going. Oops. I just assumed we would find more people before going, but other ways to gank the violence. Oh snap. Abusing the chat barrier between factions. Let's see. Soft reserves. Okay. Damn it. One other person reserved Halo of Transcendence. So, yeah. Probably not gonna get it even if it drops. Awesome. Like when an item drops and I'm the only one who rolls on it, I roll extremely high, like 93, 88, stuff like that. When other people are rolling, like even if I roll before them, I always roll like 4, 23, 38, 12. It's like can drop 2 halos. Fair point. Touche. Bloody hell, I have so much low level greens now in my inventory. Do people buy them on auction house or just vendors spec it? To be fair, you could probably get some money selling low level green stuff on auction house. I mean, whenever people are leveling up a new character, having those kinds of items are pretty handy. By the way, you know how to make an heirloom in WoW Vanilla, right? You buy a white item and you enchant it. That's actually something I used to do a few times, or something I did a few times back in the day. Bought a white sword, looked pretty cool, requires level 4, gave it fiery weapon. Now I have an heirloom. I did that with skinning knife and spell power or crusader. Ah, I see you're a man of culture as well. Gotta double check reserves. Yeah, reserved Halo of Transcendence, but someone else also did, so think positively, think positively. Maybe guy will DC after fight and you will have to take it so it's not wasted. All kinds of things can happen. Just quoting Monty Python, the bright side of life. Yeah, always look on the bright side of life. I'm going to remove that. Let's see. I'm at his house with bolt cutters, by the way. Just give me the sign. But no, he needs some milk. He needs Fearward. More dots. Shadow Word Pain. More dots. Holy Fire. More dots. More dots.
Come on, more dots. Welch! Left side! Even side! Mini Welch! Now handle it!
Kolla. Ah, someone gave me innervate. Thanks.
Fear incoming.
Oh, Jesus!
DKP final! You are going to DPS very, very
The hell? I was basically teleported. Yeah, I just got teleported over to her.
very fast.
Is that like... That can't be the way it's... That's... Is that a feature or a bug? I suppose that's the question.
Fear incoming.
A featured bug.
Fear incoming.
Well, at least I'm not the first person who died, so there's that.
Fear incoming.
Also, we are not that many people. 25 people. Yeah, I saw you clipped it. Nice. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna get anything now. Not a bag, not anything. I'm just gonna check if anything's reserved. Onyxia. Okay, so the question is, Onyxia hide backpack. It's reserved by not one, not two, not three, not four, but 5 people. Head of Onyxia is also reserved. Well, thanks for raid. I was about to say thanks for rain, but not a whole lot of rain here. There we go. It's so strange. Like, I do one Blackwing lair and I get 4 tier 2 pieces. I do Zol Grub and Onyxia and I don't get anything. Now, to be fair, I wouldn't really have gotten any useful loot, with exception of the mace on my warrior, if I went with that one in Zol Grub. But that mace is fugly, so I'm not actually sure if I would have used it even. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna check the clip again. Let's see. Yeah, that was some proper bullshit, like just getting teleported. It most definitely did. It did most definitely happened.
No one's ever stolen anything out of here. Not in the whole history of the whole history. Welcome to the Bank of Storm. We offer financial
Gonna send that to my mage.
for valuable items. Do you
Yeah, let's get rid of that. Heart of Mojo. Heart of Fire. I gotta option that. And put that one in back into the guild bank. Barrow Peasant Caller, I suppose, as well.
Welcome to the Bank of Storm. We offer financial accounts and safe
Hmm.